This is Once Upon a City live from Toronto, Canada. And it is a snow day here in the city. We are expecting anywhere between 20 and 40 centimeters of this white fluffy stuff. And what better way to start this live stream in Toronto, where I will be walking today, right at Riverdale Park. These die-hard tobogganers, skiers. They're getting creative here, guys. They're getting creative with the snow. They've even made themselves a little slope on the bottom here. Hey, how's it going, Dale? These folks here have made themselves a little slope. Waiting for one of them to take on the slope. I guess we have no takers. No matter, guys. There is a load of folks here at Riverdale Park. One of the top parks to pull out your toboggan or your cardboard box and get sliding. Blast of winter here, January 15th. It is flipping cold out, guys. I am bundled up. I'm wearing 100% polyester today. I don't like polyester, but it's the only way to stay warm on a cold day like today. I think it's like minus 12 last I checked. Look at all these die-hard snow lovers here. Yeah, I put the schedule wrong, guys, but to change it, I would have had to walk back to somewhere inside. So I did schedule this for 3:30, but rather than go and find a warm spot, I wanted to just get going on this. My feet are already cold. And I'm wearing boots. How's it going, Ziggy? Happy snow day. I hate the snow more than you, Ziggy. I loathe winter. I loathe winter.
Here,
look at these people. They're having a great time. Heartbeats Loco. Oh, good to see you, my friend. I saw that you posted a video, and I will have to watch it on replay. There is the city skyline in the background. There's a kid going down the hill. Look at him go, guys. Toronto Maple Leafs jersey on, and he's got it. Nothing like having to climb back up this hill, though, guys. It's a great hill to go down. It's a bugger to get back up. Here in Toronto at Riverdale Park, I'm going to be walking downtown. Schools were closed today in the Greater Toronto area. 20 to 40 centimeters of snow expected over the next few hours, and it hasn't stopped snowing since yesterday evening. Get a load of this guy. He's going down. He's going down. I kind of want to go tobogganing too. I'm afraid though I'd flip. Thanks so much for joining, Ziggy, Dale, everyone else who's joined this live stream. What is it today? Thursday? Thursday, January 15th. We have a blast of winter here in Toronto, and a number of folks, die-hard snow lovers, have congregated in Riverdale Park to take advantage of this weather and their toboggans. And look how many people there are. I mean, we're not joking here, man. These are like die-hard snow people here as my gimbal leans south. There are rules if you decide to come down here.
Oh.
Look at that guy. He's going down on a ski board.
You almost landed it.
No worries, Heartbeats Loco. Thank you for joining. Well, those kids are all going down together. And what a day it has been. A number of folks learned or didn't learn that schools were closed in Toronto. Apparently there was a miscommunication that today was going to be a snow day here in Toronto. You can still see the city skyline from Riverdale Park East, where I am right now, with all of these folks taking advantage of the snowstorm that hit us started last night. They still haven't cleared the streets on Broadview, but I'm quite impressed with how much they have cleared this year. Apparently, the Mayor of Toronto, Olivia Chow, has said they're working harder to get the snow cleared. Last year, 2025, was a hot mess, but this year, 2026, they got their shit together, guys, and they are clearing the snow. Look at that, isn't that cute? I doubt anyone would lend me their toboggan to go down. But even more importantly, I doubt it could get up this hill. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, Dave Jeffrey, good afternoon, my friend. Dave Jeffrey from Niagara, New York. The Nature Explorer. There's a big pause in between. They look like they're having a mini football game or war down there. I don't know what's going on down there. They look like ants. I pinch your head. I pinch your heads. What was that show? The Kids in the Hall. That's where I learned that from. A Canadian comedy show called The Kids in the Hall. Love that show. I pinch your heads. I pinch your heads. Your street is flooded with the snow? Oh my goodness, yeah. There was a directive made by the city to stay home today. I noticed a number of businesses didn't even bother opening up along the Danforth. Not too much foot traffic happening in the city today outside of this park here, Riverdale Park on Broadview. One of the best places to bring your toboggan and have a thrill here in Toronto. There is the city skyline in the background, guys. I couldn't see it from my window yet last night. It was pretty nasty out last night. And I do have a southern view of the city from my bedroom window. Lucky me. No balcony though, guys. No balcony. I wish I had a balcony. Anybody want to lend me their toboggan so I can take a ride down the hill? No takers? This guy's pants are falling down. I can't get his face. I won't shame him, but he's a diehard there, guys. He's diehard. There he goes. He's got one of those dollar store slidey things. Those ones really are not good for sliding down a hill, but in a bind, yeah, go grab yourself one of those slidey things. Although I think a cardboard box does just as good. If I'm missing anyone in the chat, I'm here live walking in Toronto, Canada. We've got our first real blast of winter 2026, January 15th. It's flipping cold out, somewhere around -12. The streets still haven't been cleared here on Broadview, where I am starting this live stream. Lots of folks enjoying the snow day. Kids were off of school today. Buses canceled. The TTC GO train all have had issues today. And lucky me, I had the day off too. Hey, someone left their toboggan here. Why? What's going on? Have they abandoned their toboggan? Almost feel inclined to jump on it and go down the hill, guys. I don't know who this toboggan belongs to. Perhaps they just abandoned it. Now, I went to the CNE in the summer, guys, and I went on the swings, and my gimbal went south pretty fast. So if I were to hop on a toboggan, I'm quite confident my gimbal, my camera would be shot to shit, no doubt. but it looks as though somebody has abandoned their toboggan here at Riverdale Park. So if there's anyone who lives around the neighborhood, there is a toboggan sitting by a tree. Feel free to come and commandeer it and have yourself some fun here in Toronto. Hey, there's a CBC reporter. Somebody's got a CBC microphone. What is he doing? I think he's on the radio. I think he's broadcasting for the radio. Is he broadcasting for the radio? You guys know how much a fan I am of the CBC. Not. What are you doing there, sir? Hey, there's one of those Christmas wrapped streetcars, guys. A Christmas wrapped streetcar here in Toronto, Canada on January 15th. CBC is here live, guys, reporting live. Looks like they're hiring students to report for the CBC now. I guess they're trying to save money. That guy looked miserable as shit. I think most CBC workers look miserable as shit. Sorry if I'm missing chats, guys. I saw that We Go Places Tours. Christine was out driving. Can't watch Christine because I'm out here live too, Christine, but I will watch the replay. Here in Toronto, we're expecting anywhere between 20 and 40 centimeters of snow. I've walked away from the CBC radio reporter. Looked like he was 19 years old. So guys, if you're looking for a job, the CBC is hiring students. Probably woke students is my guess. If you knew me from the summer, you know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm going with this. Now, there's folks, so I would say that part of the hill is definitely more scary than this part of the hill. So I would say this is more of a kiddie hill. And the slope I was just looking at is more of a steep hill. And here we have one of the snowplows coming down Broadview Avenue as I walk south on Broadview Avenue, clearing the snow here. Hey, how's it going, Truly Canadian and Wayne? Good to see ya. Oh, mommy. Oh, mommy. Spreading the salt. Lucky me, guys. I was walking down Broadview without a path, and this guy's creating a path for me. Good timing, Sally. Good to see everybody here, guys. Yeah, I know. I know that, okay, so over the last few weeks, I've noticed, I am trying to clean up my channel a bit, guys. I don't want to do any personal attacks or that. But I'm not going to whitewash my channel to a point where I have to lose my personality. I am a passionate person. And sometimes things get said on my channel that will offend you. And I apologize if your sensitivity has been harmed in the filming of the city of Toronto. But to be fair, I don't give a shit, okay? I just don't give a shit. So I'm not going to whitewash what I say on my channel. And again, if you don't like it, there's plenty of other options and woke content creators in Toronto that you can watch. I say like who you want, watch who you want. But I have done a lot of cleanup on my channel, guys. But I cannot change who I am, nor do I want to. Nor do I want to. And somebody gave me a tip this week. Thank you, Dale. Apparently, there is a Scientology building along Broadview, guys. And I am stoked to do a story on Scientology this year. I am stoked. So look out, Scientology people, wherever you are. I'm coming for you in terms of another story to put you to sleep. I am at Riverdale Park East, guys. Yeah, I don't want to whitewash things. Sometimes politics gets said on my channel, guys, and I know some people don't appreciate that, but sometimes politics comes up, and how can it not when we're all being screwed? There is another tractor going up the street, guys. I say politics is affecting all of our lives right now, and I know people try to escape the politics, but it's so... I don't think in the 50 years that I have walked this planet have I ever been affected so much by what's going on in the world. The last time I can recall it being this dire is 9/11. And guys, I was working security at the Hudson's Bay Company on 9/11 when everybody else was running home to hold on to their teddy bears. I was actually working that day, and I did not go home. I was doing security, so I don't run from problems, guys. I don't run from shit. I don't take a fart on somebody and leave them a stinky little mess and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I chewed it. I'm so sorry about that. No, that's not me, guys. I try to give you a warning before I chewed on you, okay? Give you enough chance to get the hell out of the room. And there is a 505 Dundas streetcar heading north here on Broadview. Guys, I'm walking south on Broadview. Hey, Sandy, how's it going, Sandy? Go natural. Hey, how's it going, Jeff? How you liking the snow there, Jeff? I did watch Karen on the Humber this morning, guys. Karen on the Humber filmed from her home the snow. Check her out if you can. Karen on the Humber. She's such a nice lady, guys. Where am I going? Should I walk through this? Jeez. Where did that plow go? I thought he was clearing all of Broadview. He stopped right here, guys. He stopped right here. I thought he was clearing away. Yeah, it is definitely a perfect day for us who love to build snowmen, Bob. And more folks are making their way to Riverdale Park, one of the best places to bring your toboggan, your sleigh, your snowboard, and take a ride. I heard a couple of people saying they were from BC, and Dale, you know what that's like. People from BC love nature. A lot of heritage homes along Broadview, guys. As I make my way south, I'm going to try and find my way to the downtown core today, guys. I have my gimbal charged up. It is a day off for me. It's not a snow day. It's a cut hours kind of season, which really stinks where I work. But that just tells everybody, read the fine print when you are hired as a full-time employee. If you are hired as a full-time employee, always make sure to read the contract, because if no minimum hours is stated in your full-time contract, your employer can stick up your butt. So I have today off, guys. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. There is the Don Jail. Never had. Let me stop for a minute, guys. There is the Don Jail. I have been inside the Don Jail for doors open in the summertime. And it is now Bridgepoint Health Administrative Office. Thank you, everyone, for joining this afternoon in Toronto. I'm making my way downtown, guys. It's going to be a brutal one for me. I'm already cold. And perhaps I'm a little bit pickly here on Blue Rodeo Drive. Hey, how's it going, Dave in Bangor, Maine, my friend? Good to see ya. Oh, mommy, my fingers are numb. Dave, I don't know if you've been hit by this storm yet, but if you do get hit, I would love to see some of the snow where you are in Bangor, Maine. Dave in Bangor, Maine. Please support Dave in Bangor, Maine, one of the nicest people. just in front of the Don Jail. The snow is still coming down a bit, guys. We are anticipating flurries in Toronto for the next few days. And I'll give you some sense of how much snow we have. And there's only one way to really show you how much snow we have here, guys. If you look at that bush there. And if you look at this here. That's a lot of snow, guys. Hey, how's it going, Diva? Rain. You're getting rain today, Dave? Now, I was told that you could go into this building and have a look around during business hours. The Don Jail. Working, lurking. No worries, Diva. Jean, you're in the house. Good to see you, Jean. Sandy. Greta. Hello, everyone. Greta. Go Natural. Thank you so much, Go Natural. Bob. Dale, you were first. Toronto Walker and anyone else who's joined the chat this afternoon in Toronto. We got our first real blast of snow for 2026, guys. And I was told you could go into this building. I don't know. The Don Jail here, it's one of the most notorious jails in Toronto. Hey, how's it going, Cam? And I was told you could go and look around during business hours. Anyways, I gotta warm up a bit. So I'm taking a chance here, guys. If security kicks me out, I'm not too concerned. My hands are frozen. Oh, mommy, it's cold. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining in on this live stream here in Toronto. My name is Sally, Once Upon a City. Selena, I got your hat on. It kind of slides, but no worries. Thank you so much. Let's see if I can get in here, guys. I've never been in here during business hours. I wonder how long it'll take them to figure out that I'm in the building. So this is the old Don Jail, guys, and I'm inside. And I was told you actually could look around during business hours. They are open from 9 to 5. So let's have a quick peek inside of the Don Jail. Let me know if I'm buffering, guys. I thought you were only allowed in here during doors open. I am inside the Don Jail, guys. One of the most notorious jails in Toronto. This is where the last death penalties were carried out in Canada. It has now been turned into an administrative office for Bridgepoint Health. And all of those windows used to be cells, guys. Those all used to be jail cells. No security. Oops, sorry, guys. What have I done? What have I done to my phone? Stand by, guys. If I lose the stream, I will restart the stream, guys. Sorry about that. I think I knocked it the wrong way or something stupid. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. I am charging it up. No, this is not a time to dilly-dally, guys. I am inside of the Don Jail. It is now an administrative office. They have kept the jail intact inside. The old jail cells have now been turned into offices. So there's the Bridgepoint Health offices there. Let me know if I'm buffering. Guys, let me know if I buffer. I'm going to go downstairs and show you the lower of the Don Jail, which I'm in right now. Oh, thank you so much, Sandy, and welcome, Karen. Let me know if I'm buffering, guys. This is the old Don Jail. And Bridgepoint Health now runs the Don Jail. I am out today because we got a blast of snow. Let me know if I'm buffering, guys. This is where the old cells used to be. And I was in one of them. I did do a pre-recorded, like Sandy said. Hey, how's it going, basketball maven? And this is where the old cells used to be, guys. If you want to check out a thorough video, I did do a pre-recorded on the Don Jail during doors open. And a lot of, mostly men, did a really hard time in here at a time when human rights really didn't matter. They were deprived of food, medicine. I'm surprised I'm walking so freely in here. Where's security? Guys, that was the lower level of the Don Jail, which is now Bridgepoint Health. I'm getting up these stairs before security spots me on CCTV and asks me what the heck I'm doing. And just under here, guys, this atrium here, this glass, that used to be, below this, it was the kitchen and dining room for the prisoners. Yeah, maybe the security snowed in, Sean. Lucky me. And they have maintained the facade of the Don Jail in here, guys. I forget where this solitary room was. I did go inside. You have to check my archived videos to see when I visited the Don Jail back in 2025, the summer of 2025, for doors open. I don't recall going this way, though, during doors open. Let me know if I buffer, guys. I'm just going to do a quick walk around. I do want to go outside and show you the snow. But I'm a nosy little bucker, guys. So I'm going up to the second level here to have a look down. I don't recall seeing this part of the jail when I was here for doors open. Hey, how's it going, Travel with Lisa? I started this stream off at Riverdale Park East. I'm now inside of the Don Jail. It is run by Bridgepoint Health, and a lot of the old jail cells have been turned into offices. I don't recall being here on this side of the building during doors open in the summer. There's a look at Gerard from inside of the Don Jail. Guys, let me know if I'm buffering. And I do want to look down at the atrium if you're interested. I did do a video in the summertime of the Don Jail. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, let's go back outside and check out that snow. Before they close the gates on me. What, John? Hey, how's it going, Randy? Thank you, Sandy. I think everything's fine because it's like a snowstorm. We got a blast of winter. This atrium, the architecture in here is just insane. And down below, this glass was the kitchen and dining room for the prisoners. I guess security was snowed in today. I haven't encountered any security today. I don't know why. And I am now leaving the Don jail, guys. I'm leaving the Don jail. I am free. Free at last. Yeah, it does. It looks... I can't imagine what these... I know, like, back in the day, it was more about crime and punishment rather than rehabilitation until the John Howard Society really pushed that rehabilitation is the way to go with some prisoners, because if we don't give them the skills, some of them, I mean, for some people, I think we should bring back the death penalty. That's just my opinion, guys. But I'm outside of the Don jail in Toronto. We got our first blast of winter snow. And in any event, like, if you're letting these prisoners back out into society, wouldn't you want them to have the skills to make it back in society? Because if they don't have the skills, then we're all at risk of being victimized again. But that's just my opinion, guys. Look at the snow here. How am I going to get over this? Paul, welcome, Paul. Good afternoon, Caesar. Did we get a lot of snow, Paul? Did we get a lot of snow, Paul? We're swimming in snow. Guys, no joke. This is about 3 feet high. I'm wearing my boots today. And I'm going over. Oh, mommy. We got lots of snow, Paul. And if, oh my God, it's icy. Excuse me, guys. I might have to use this bar along there. Wow, that was icy. Let's make a snowman. You first, Sean. You first, Sean. When you finish your snowman, you send me a pic on Instagram. How's it going, Randy? Yeah, Randy Ruck, you're a history buff, Randy. You're very knowledgeable when it comes to history and other events. And yeah, the last hangings happened here outside of the Don jail where I am now. I did get a sneak peek inside again. So that person who told me in the summer that you can get in through... Oh my God. Guys, I think I'm going to fall. I have to hold on to this bar, guys. My apologies. I am wearing my winter boots today, Jeff. I'm not wearing my Hoka shoes. The voices are not in your head, sir. It's all me. Once upon a city. You have a good day, sir. There's a gentleman shoveling the snow. He thought he heard some woman's voices in his head and realized, no, that's me. I was living rent-free in his head, in his ears. He seemed pretty happy about that. Nothing like waking up one day and realizing you have snapped. I've had those days, guys. I've had those days. There's the Don jail, guys. Let's make our way downtown. Here outside of Bridgepoint Health. started the stream off at Riverdale Park East. Everyone's taking advantage of the snow. Exactly, Sandy, exactly. Although, yesterday I only ate once. Like yesterday I was craving poutine, so I went to this store named Farm Boy and I got myself some fries, gravy, and cheese curds. I don't know why, but I've been having a hankering for poutine, but I don't want to actually go to a restaurant because it's too much. So I made some at home, and literally that's all I ate yesterday. But nonetheless, Sandy, my butt has a lot on it, and I think if I fall on it, sadly, I think I'd be okay. Because I got a lot of fat. I was telling my friend the other day, like, it's so tough now in the world, like all over the world, and I feel badly even complaining about anything in Canada. We're so lucky to live in Canada, even with all this snow. But with everything going on, I was surprised I didn't eat much yesterday, but believe me, guys, I have been eating so much these last few days. I think it's stress. And I generally don't eat when I'm stressed, so that's different for me. When I'm stressed out, I can't eat. But lately, I've just been having a hankering for like fatty foods and sweets, which I really gotta stop. How am I gonna get across this street? The snowplow has not hit us yet here on Gerrard and Broadview. This location here, I remember, this used to be a Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's now a Timmy's. Oh, shoot. Guys, it is very deep here. And I'm going to make my way over to the Regent Park neighborhood as I make my way downtown. Thank you guys so much for joining First Blast of Winter 2026. You know what, Diva? The only thing I don't crave is ice cream. But my partner, he loves ice cream. He loves it. But I can't eat ice cream in the summer. Or only in the summer, not winter. As I make my way over the bridge from Broadview and Gerrard, my gimbal is not behaving itself. It's flipping cold out, guys. Flipping cold out. Not much traffic. A lot of folks didn't go into work today or school. School was canceled in the Greater Toronto area. The traffic is moving quite smoothly along the Don Valley on this Thursday afternoon, and they have not cleared the snow on this bridge. I'm definitely getting a workout, guys. I almost want to walk on the road. Like, look at the snow here. Shit. I gotta get down on the road, guys. I'm gonna be as careful as I can be. But look at the snow on the sidewalk. I am having difficulty walking through it. Someone has thrown a Christmas tree into the middle of the bridge here at Broadview and Gerrard as I make my way to Regent Park, the new Regent Park development in Cabbagetown. And I will be making my way to downtown if my gimbal holds up, guys. If my gimbal holds up. Yeah, but yeah, they've completely, so they cleared the road here on the bridge on Gerrard, guys, but A lot of the snow has been thrown up onto the sidewalk such that I can't even walk on the sidewalk. But eventually they will. There's the Don River, and the DVP traffic is moving quite nicely along the DVP because a lot of folks took heed of the fact that the city said if you don't need to go out, stay home. And it looks as though a lot of folks did stay home today. School. First snow day of 2026. Yeah, exactly, Sandy. I gotta be very careful. Perhaps the snow... Oh, it looks like there's a bit of a path there, guys. How about I get off the road? Oh, mommy. Okay. I think it's okay right now, Sandy, because I'm walking against traffic. But as soon as I see an opening, I will jump back onto the bridge. Oh, mommy. Thank you everyone for joining. That's a look at the Don Valley. Traffic moving quite nicely. Looking east towards Broadview and Gerrard, I did get an opportunity to go into the Don Jail, which is now Bridgepoint House. And unfortunately, there are a few tents in the park across the street. So people are choosing to be outside in this god-awful storm we've had here in Toronto. And at one time, and I don't know if they're still there, but just below me here was a number of unhoused folks as well. And I don't know, it looks like their tents are gone. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like all the tents are gone from down here. In the summertime, there were a number of tents here, but it looks like all of the unhoused left, but there are a few unhoused still across the street, sadly. Not as much as there used to be, but it looks like he made a house there, and there looks like there's a tent right behind those trees, sadly. I think the city has opened up warming centers today because it is so cold out today. It's like minus 12. And it's supposed to like go down even colder than what it is right now in the afternoon here in Toronto as I walk to the downtown core on this first blast of winter in the city. I had no issues with the subway today though, and I do know that they were having issues, but I think it was more for buses.
I saw your New Year's Eve one of these.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. Keep doing it.
You have a good day, sir?
You too.
Going tobogganing or snowboarding over at Riverdale?
Yeah, I went to that one and then I went to this one.
Cool. There's a lot of folks there having fun. You have a good day. So apparently that guy knew me. Give me one moment, guys. Hey, how's it going, Growing Serenity? And everyone else who's joined in on the live stream this afternoon. As I make my way to Regent Park on this, I would say, pretty cold, snowed in day. As I come up on River and Gerrard Street to the redeveloped Regent Park hood, they're still developing this area here that at one time provided subsidized homes for folks who could not afford market rental homes. But this area has now been redeveloped into a mixed ownership, rental, and subsidized housing neighborhood with grocery stores. But in the 1950s, when they developed Regent Park, it was an enclave unto itself, and you can imagine some of the nefarious things that were happening. That building in front of me there is one of the old Regent Park structures that has yet to be demolished. Yeah, you know what, Randy? That's so true. So, how many years ago was it, guys? In 1999, Toronto got slammed with 3 winter storms within a 2-week period. And maybe you remember Randy Ruck. Maybe you were living in Toronto at that time. But the mayor of Toronto at that time, Mel Lastman, good old Mel Lastman. What was it saying? Nobody. Or something like that. I don't know. He had a furniture store. Mel Lastman called in the army 27 years ago in 1999, January 14th, 1999. Toronto got walloped with 110 centimeters of snow, and Mel Lastman called in the army and was never able to live that down. And I was in Toronto at that time. I thought it was a bit much when he called in the army, to be honest. I thought it was a bit much. But that's the type of mayor Mel Lastman was. Nobody. You got it, Diva and Randy. You remember? I think his son took over the furniture business. Bad Boys. That's what it was. Or Bad. I think it was Bad Boys Furniture. Guys, I'm just going to cut through Regent Park. I don't feel like walking over to Cabbage Town. I don't know how the sun's doing. I do see a location over by... I have seen a location over by... Where is it? Kennedy Road and Lawrence. Is that location still there? Does anyone shop at Bad Boy Furniture? Mel Lastman used to own, and Mel Lastman's son?
It'll be on me.
This is the old building, the old Regent Park building. As I walk through the old section of the Regent Park redevelopment, and I think a number of tenants have been relocated as they continue to redevelop this section of Toronto. Now, I feel okay walking through Regent Park right now, guys. But at one time, I would never have dared walk through Regent Park. Regent Park was notorious for a lot of nefarious things, unfortunately. But nowadays, I'm okay walking through Regent Park. They will be tearing these buildings down eventually. It does look like someone's living in there. Perhaps there are still tenants. Look like somebody came out of that door. I don't know. I'm getting out of here, guys. Getting out of here. Over to Oak Street, guys. Over to Oak Street. The new Regent Park development here. Look at the difference, guys. New condos, new rental buildings, some grocery stores now in Regent Park. And that's the old Regent Park right to the side here. What a difference. What a difference. What a difference. Hope all is well. Growing Serenity. Watched your video last evening. And Leo is a savage. He is a savage. Growing Serenity. And what an intro. If you're not subscribed to Growing Serenity, guys, check her out. Growing Serenity. When she puts out content, it's like watching a mini movie. How relaxing. If you want to have your mind taken off with stuff in your life, sit back, click on Growing Serenity's content, have a nice hot drink or a cool drink in front of you, relax, and watch her videos. I just enjoy watching her videos. It takes my mind off of everything. Growing Serenity. Great content. Thank you. As I make my way over to Parliament through Regent Park. And Karen from the Humber did put out a video earlier today, guys. Check her out. Karen from the Humber. From her neck of the woods. I think it's over by... Well, it's in the west area of the Greater Toronto area. I'm not going to give away the exact area. I don't know. But she was able to capture a lot of snow. Check out her video. Karen from the Humber. Always very supportive of everybody in the Toronto content community. Yikes! And Travel with Lisa MH, thank you so much for joining. She's back in the UK, guys. But she always puts out a lot of videos showing her travels. And for some of us who can't leave our cities or our homes, it's so nice to see the other part of the world. And she's a history buff, guys. Check her out. She's into history and buildings and her travels. Check her out. Travel with Lisa MH. We so have, Diva. We so have. Like, even the other day when I was live streaming, I was like, it's been so mild in Toronto. I think I spoke too soon. Now we have a cold front dumping of snow. But as you get into the inner core, like where I live, there's like 3 times as much snow. So I live in the beach over by Danforth Avenue and Victoria Park. And the further you get out of the inner core of Toronto, you're going to find more snow. But there's quite a bit of snow downtown, shockingly so. Shockingly so. There is the old buildings from Regent Park. Guys, I'm going to cut through this new developed park here. And I think this is a community center. Over to Dundas. Oh, that is, oh, you know what? I haven't had Mary Brown's in forever. Yes, Diva, I second that. Enjoy your dinner, Karen. Thank you for watching, Karen, from the Humber. And Chatty Cathy, I forgot to say hello to you, Chatty Cathy. Sorry. I saw you in the chat and I should have said hello. My apologies if I'm missing chats, guys. These people are taking advantage of a little hill over there just across from the community center, which I think is closed. I know a number of libraries didn't open in the city until 12 today. So I feel very badly for the unhoused and those who use the public libraries to sustain themselves in the city, because the libraries didn't open up till noon. But I do believe a number of warming centers have opened up in the city because the temperature has dropped quite considerably. And the weather forecast is now suggesting that Toronto, I wouldn't even want to know what it's like in the greater Toronto area or even where Growing Serenity resides. But they're expecting anywhere between 20 and 40 centimeters of snow in Toronto. What is this? I've never been here before, guys. This is the new community center here in Regent Park, and there's a swimming pool. This is news to me. They even have a slide. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That looks like the Pan Am logo when Toronto hosted the Pan Am Games. The little porcupine hedgehog. Let's get a look at him from the front. When Toronto had the Pan Am Games here in 2015, there is that Pan Am model. Pop in for a dip, yes. I didn't bring my bathing suit though, so I ain't going swimming. Did they? I don't know who Pam McConnell is. I have to look that up, guys, but Pam McConnell Aquatic Center. Speaking of Wendy's, there is a new Wendy's across the street here on Dundas. The streetcars are moving okay. I should just hop on the streetcar. I've never live streamed from inside a streetcar before. I got my boots on, guys, so I'm okay. I'm giving the sidewalk to folks while I make my way through the snow here. Oh, mommy. I haven't seen anybody on a bike yet, but no doubt there are a couple of die-hard bikers somewhere riding around in downtown. No doubt I'll run into somebody. She was a city councillor. Thank you for letting me know, Jeff. Oh, and she passed away. Thank you for letting me know, Jeff. So the aquatic center here in Regent Park was named after Pam McConnell. She probably did a lot of work for Regent Park, is my guess. And that's probably why they named the aquatic center in Regent Park new development after her. Yeah, Growing Serenity, you do live in the snow belt. Lots of snow. where GS resides and does her awesome content as I make my way west along Dundas to the downtown core of Toronto on this first real winter blast of snow for 2026. Snow day for the kids. No school today, kids. No school today. You too, Diva. Thank you so much, Diva, for joining. And you take care. Enjoy the rest of your workday, Diva. Tequila. Thank you so much, Diva. This may be a bit of a longer stream, guys. I did bring my charger with me so my gimbal doesn't go south. And my pace is much slower than it generally is because of all the snow. And I'm wearing polyester to stay warm. 100% polyester underneath my jeans and my sweater. If only I don't freeze. Here in Toronto, walking Thursday afternoon towards downtown Toronto. Let's do this. Hey, how's it going, forecast? Sorry I missed you. And everyone else who's new to the channel, Once Upon a City, walking in Toronto right now. First winter blast of 2026. Getting my workout in. Getting my workout in. Pretty quiet on the streets today, that's for sure. There is a fire station, a fire truck backing up here on Dundas Street West. Fire station 325. Hello, how's it going, Nan? Nansens, good to see ya. Welcome. Yeah, definitely growing serenity. Working out. You're definitely getting a workout if you're attempting to shovel this snow today. You're definitely getting a workout. It doesn't look as though the snowplow has made its way across Dundas Street yet. The snow is still giving drivers a bit of a headache here. I might walk up here where the new plaza development is. If only the sidewalk needs a plow to clear that snow. Jeez. Guys, I am going to keep walking along Dundas on really wintry, cold days. I figure I have less of a chance of running into snakes in one of the shadier areas of the city, the Sherbourne and Dundas, lower Dundas Street West area, or Dundas Street East. And if things go south on me, guys, I got my keys. So look out. somebody tries to do something, I'm going to be opening up a door. Here on the corner of Parliament and Dundas, look at all the snow. Ziggy, this one I got, this little key thing I got at the dollar store here in Canada, and you can pick yourself up one too. Oh, Canada, baby! That streetcar is headed to Broadview Station. Walking towards Sherbourne and Dundas, guys. Sherbourne and Dundas. There isn't an area of Toronto that I will never walk through. And I'm even thinking of going and checking out that line 6 that has been getting so much criticism. If only to get out to Jane and Finch and perhaps do a pre-recorded video or something silly. Hey, how's it going, Smart TV family? From Morocco to Canada, thank you so much. A lot of folks have their winter tires on. I'm not seeing too many spin outs on the road. Mind you, there's not much traffic at all. Really makes a difference when kids don't have to go to school, eh? Yeah, Carl, I heard that. Welcome, Carl. I heard that line 6, the new Finch LRT line, was completely shut down today, and those folks out in the northwest end of Toronto had to take shuttle buses again because the system is just not even up to par for dealing with this type of weather. Welcome, Carl. Thanks for joining. These are old homes here, really old. Hey, how's it going, user? Basketball school is online now during bad weather. That cop's really making a go there. I remember snow days when I was small and there was none of this online stuff or computers or any of that. A snow day meant we got to go outside, enjoy the snow, hang out with our neighborhood friends. Oh, the good old days. When you actually used to have to go up to somebody's house, knock on the door and go, "Hi, is such and such home today? Can we go out and play?" That's how you did it back in the day, guys. It was none of this texting or calling. You actually had to physically get up and knock on a door looking north on Ontario Street. Perhaps he had somewhere to be, the nature explorer, but he was really cruising down Dundas Street West as I continue walking to Sherbourne and Dundas, guys. A lot of heritage homes here, which are just so beautiful. Hate to see them all go into a big rubble. And shout out again to Dave in Bangor, Maine, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. To all my Double Dam members, thank you guys all so much for your support, and for everyone who's joined today. Very kind of you to share your time with me today. Thank you so much. Our first winter blast of snow here in Toronto as I make my way to downtown. Now, apparently this is one of the shadiest corners in the city, some would say. But on a wintry snowstorm day, I don't see too many folks wanting to come outside as much as they do when it's warm. So I feel okay walking through Sherbourne and Dundas right now, guys. But again, I got my trusted keys in the event somebody wants to play checkers with me. We do have a number of people standing outside of that church. I know that church offers a place to warm up for the unhoused or whatever reason here on the corner of Sherbourne and Dundas. Wow, this sidewalk is completely cleared here, guys. Completely cleared. Do they have like a warming radiator underneath the sidewalk? Like, what's going on here? There's like no snow here on the corner of Sherbourne and Dundas. It's shocking. There's literally no snow. The only place in Toronto I would say that the sidewalk looks like there has not been any snow on it. That's shocking. Shocking. Here, the shadiest area of the city, Sherbourne and Dundas. Yeah, it's shocking. Ziggy, look at it. I don't care how desperate I am, guys, or how cocky I am. I will never, ever, ever go into that convenience store there on the corner of Sherbourne and Dundas. That plaza has such a bad reputation. Sam's convenience store. Highly recommend if you're jonesing for a pack of smokes or a candy bar, go the extra mile, guys, and get your candy somewhere else. That plaza is notorious for terrible things. This is Sherbourne and Dundas, John. And in Toronto, Sherbourne and Dundas, it's like a very Unfortunately, a lot of unhoused and drug addiction, mental illness. For some reason, they all reside right along this corner some days. And that Sam's convenience store, they like to go inside. It's just very uninviting. I can only imagine how many times that Sam's convenience store has been robbed. Hey, how's it going, Chow? But Toronto is evolving, and I noticed, because at one time when the city planner, like in the 40s and 50s, they had city planning all ass backwards here in Toronto. And they're finally getting it together in such that the poor are no longer being isolated in Toronto, guys, where I'm standing right now at Sherbourne and Dundas. So they're no longer having the template of, let's stick all the poor people in one spot, like Regent Park or Moss Park or Jane and Finch. Like, let's have a mixed use rental rather than sticking all of the poor into one area. But at one time, yeah, they were the slums. And now I'm still walking west on Dundas, guys. Making my way past Fillmore's. And just recently I read in the newspaper. I still am a subscriber. It's online now, but I've always, my whole life, I've always read the Toronto Star. Sometimes they go too left on me, though. They go really left, and they push their agenda, their political agenda, which I find so frustrating. But nonetheless, I still support the Toronto Star. And I'm coming up on Fillmore's, and apparently Fillmore's is closing on January, I think, 31st. It is a men's club, a strip club. It's been here for forever. They do rent rooms above the strip club, and they are set to close. And the redevelopment was supposed to be a condo, but the developer has since canceled that, and that was just in the last couple of days, guys. There was supposed to be a big condo built here, so they have backed out of that. And now they're going to build a rental building here. Fillmore's will still live on, guys. The owner of Fillmore says he's going to find another location and bring back the strippers. Guys, look at this. It's the tiny, tiny homes. He is on YouTube, the gentleman who makes these homes, the tiny, tiny homes. And it's one of those homes here just off of Dundas Street West, the tiny, tiny homes. The gentleman, I can't remember his name, but I do follow him. He is on YouTube, and he has built these homes, his own initiative. He's looked for private partnerships such that he can continue to build these very small mobile homes and house the unhoused in the city. And this is one of the tiny, tiny homes here in Toronto. Yeah, it's very tiny. There is, I think it's at Tiny Tiny Homes on YouTube, Ziggy, if you want to check him out. He hasn't been posting lately. If only, I think he's busy trying to build homes for the unhoused. And it has a window. It has a sink. It has heating. And here's one of the tiny, tiny, tiny homes here. And it sure as hell beats living in a tent, guys. It sounds like it's on. Perhaps somebody's inside. They definitely have the heater going. And there's Fillmore's. There will be no condo built here, guys. The developer has backed out of building a condo here at Fillmore's, but nonetheless, Fillmore's, the strip club here on Dundas, is closing down at the end of January. But have no fear, those of you who have visited this place, the owner of Fillmore's has said he is going to find another location. Doesn't want people to lose their jobs. Yeah, Carl, at one time, that's how you found rentals in Toronto. You'd go to the Toronto Star. Or jobs, you'd go to the classified section in the local newspaper or daily here in the city, and that's how you would find jobs. And you'd go and submit your formal hard copy resume or fax it. Does anyone remember a fax machine? This is the front entrance to Fillmore's, which will be closing down at the end of this month. But above the redevelopment now will be an apartment and not a condo. The final curtain, January 31st. Come enjoy Canada's best lap dancing while you can. I think I'll pass. I think I'm good. But it's such an iconic building here. And it's been here forever. Go inside. World famous Pokemon. I'm not going inside. I definitely don't want to go inside of Fillmore's. The Fillmore's Hotel and men's club at the bottom. Closing down the end of this month. Let's move on, guys. Okay, I feel almost inclined to cross the street. There's something nefarious happening on this side. I'm getting across the street. Should I put my finger out to cross, guys? I will. That way, if they hit me, I have my finger out. I don't know. There's a group of guys standing across the street, and I go with my instinct on this one, guys. I'm getting across the street. It's just looks shady, Very, very shady. Very, very shady. Otherwise, I felt pretty comfortable walking through Sherbourne and Dundas this afternoon, given that there's so much snow. But like I said, guys, in the summer, that's not an area you want to linger. You definitely don't want to linger on that corner. Yeah, Sandy. The innovator of Tiny Tiny Homes, who helps unhoused individuals in Toronto, he's reached out to a number of people to help subsidize his passion to house the unhoused in the city. But the city councillors and the Toronto mayor have, I would say, based on my research, have done everything in their power to end him building these tiny, tiny homes. Mayor Olivia Chow went as far as to trespass anyone living in one of those tiny, tiny homes inside of St. James Park, and I did do a small video on that last year. She took money and put it into lawyer fees to get them out of the park. And I understand both sides of the fence on that one, guys. Like, some people do feel uncomfortable seeing the unhoused in public parks. They don't feel comfortable walking their dog or taking their little people to the park. So I do understand both sides of that dime. But definitely write to your city councilors and make a push for these tiny homes. More often than not, when people are housed, most people when they're housed can get back on their feet again. Without proper housing, how are you supposed to find a job? How are you supposed to make a go at life again? You don't have a home. So housing first should be the mandate. Let's house these people, then deal with their addictions and mental illness and unemployment and all that other stuff. Let's get them all housed first, then deal with everything else. You can't put the cart before the horse when it comes to helping people, guys. Housing first, then let's deal with their problems. That's just my opinion. And if you don't know of his channel, it's at Tiny Homes. And I do subscribe to him at Tiny Homes on YouTube. I'm walking west, guys, along Dundas Street towards Yonge and Dundas on this first real winter blast 2026 in Toronto. We're expecting anywhere between 20 and 40 centimeters of snow. The snowplows have not cleared all the streets of snow, but they're doing a hell of a lot better job than they did last year. I think it took them like 3 weeks to clear the snow in the city. Yep, it's so true, Sandy. It's so true. Like, without a good family, without friends or support or a good job or consistent hours at your place of employment, you're literally, and a lot of folks are living paycheck to paycheck, even more so now. And a lot of people, I know I am, as a short-term plug to the, making ends meet, a lot of people are turning to credit. And so this year is going to be really rough for a lot of people. And I'm just talking about my first world problems, guys, right now in Toronto. I'm not suggesting that our problems are worse than real problems going on in the world. I know the world is really suffering right now, but for our first world problems here in Toronto, a lot of us are using our credit to make ends meet, and the government isn't helping us. I haven't seen them sending out any food checks to any of us. Last year, Doug Ford sent us all a $250 check for food, everybody in Ontario, I do believe, or people who weren't making that much. Come on, Doug Ford. Come on, federal government, help out the people of Canada, will ya? Perhaps that'll take the edge off and people will stop fighting over shit. Hey, how's it going, Ann? And the world's getting angry, guys. It's getting so angry. Like, even on the weekend when the Make Canada Great Again protests, and I was watching one content creator in Toronto, and I'm just like, just say what the protest is. What's the secret, buddy? The protest on Saturday, when the cops came out in full force at Yonge and Dundas Square, was about protesters who said, let's make Canada great again. And a number of people think that some of their views are fascist and racist. And I was there because I just work in the neighborhood, and I talked to both sides. And honestly, they both made very good points to me. Both sides. But the anger you could feel it. They were seething. They're seething. And I'm not quite sure if it has so much to do with their issues or maybe they're all broke. Just my opinion, guys. What do I know? I think I can put my keys away, guys. I didn't have to open any doors. No doors to be opened. Lots of cops, though. Ooh, that cop spinned out there, guys. Did you see that? Where's his winter tires? That Toronto cop just spinned out when he was turning the corner. If anyone should have winter tires, it's the Toronto Police Service. As I make my way to the heart of downtown Toronto, Yonge and Dundas, guys, here in Toronto. Hey, there's our first biker. There he goes. I don't know if he's a delivery guy. He gave me a really nasty look. I better get out of here. I better get out of here. Somebody left their underwear here. They are going to be tearing down this building on the corner of Dundas and Bond Street. I do believe a new development is going to be put there, a condo of some sort. But given that a lot of condo developers are canceling their projects due to the current economic situation, not sure how long that building will sit there idle like that here at Dundas and Bond. I'm not sure about that smart TV. I'm not sure. You'd have to look into that. Some education is acknowledged here in Canada, but some credentials you do have to upgrade to Canadian standards, but I'm not 100% sure. That's something you definitely would have to look into. It's getting windy. At least the streetcars are still moving. Look at that. The old City TV building here. They're now over by McCowan and the 401, the CTV building. City TV is no longer at this building. This is where they used to have shows like breakfast television and City TV sort of shows, news and such. Oh, there is a lot of snow downtown. Jeez, I wasn't expecting this much snow downtown, guys. To the right of me there is Yonge Dundas Square. Not too many folks in the square this day, given the winter blast. Yeah, it sure is, Basketball Maven. The old City TV building. Vacant. Local TV, local dailies. Yeah, they're not getting the funding they need to sustain themselves. It's dead quiet in Dundas Square today. Dead quiet. Thank you everyone so much for joining in on this live stream here in Toronto, Canada on our first Winter Blast 2026. Thank you so much for your generosity today, John Law. Much appreciated. Your super sticker has been received. Much appreciated. Thank you everyone so much for joining me here on my first Winter Blast 2026 in Toronto, Canada. Much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching and for your generosity, John Law. Much appreciated. My daughter gave me this hat, guys, for Christmas, and this is the first time I'm wearing it, and it keeps sliding on me. It's just very odd. It just keeps sliding. I constantly am having to fix it, but nonetheless, thank you so much everyone for joining. I'm going to make my way south on Yonge Street towards Union Station. Let's have a look at Union Station. Thank you everyone so much for joining. Yes, thank you so much, John. Much appreciated. And everyone else for joining. Hi, Claire. Good to see you, Claire. And Chris. Oh, Claire, thank you so much, Claire. Thank you again, Claire, for your generosity. Much appreciated, Claire. Thank you so much. And Travel with Lisa MH, thank you so much for joining. Such a kind woman. Travel with Lisa and MH, guys, and check out her channel. Much appreciated. Travel with Lisa. I know there's a massive time difference between Toronto and the UK, where Lisa resides and does awesome content. Looking north here on Yonge Street. Yeah, I used to wear hats all the time growing Serenity, but I don't know. Over the last couple of years, I really don't like wearing a hat. But I should. And my daughter was insistent. Where's your hat? It's on my head. Okay, guys, I'm going to jaywalk here on Yonge Street. No traffic. Did someone tell me to go inside? I think they took the Christmas tree down inside the Eaton Center. It's no longer there. A 5-hour time difference, Lisa, ahead? You're ahead, right? So it's like, I don't know what time it is here, guys. I only got this one phone and the mother of all gimbals. Yeah, I might walk through the Eaton Center just to warm up a touch, guys. I might walk through the Eaton Center here. Look at all the snow. I can't believe how much snow is in the downtown core here. First Winter Blast 2026. I might warm up a touch and go inside the Eaton Center, guys. I think I'm going to warm up a touch. What the shit sizzle? Are these doors closed? What's going on here? Falling ice and snow. Okay, this door's open. The other ones are not. I'm in the Eaton Center, guys. They have taken down all of the Christmas decor. Thank God. I think a number of us were getting really sick of Christmas. Now, let's see if I can get past this guy. Let's see. If he asks me what I'm doing, I'll just say I'm a tourist. The Christmas tree is now gone from the Eaton Center. I think they took it down last week. There is Simmons and the New Italy location. I am going to cut through the Eaton Center. I was going to go over to Trinity, but I kind of want to warm up for a moment here. Perhaps I'll take off my hat. So that polyester I'm wearing, they're like long johns, guys. 100% polyester long johns. And I tell you, polyester, I hate wearing it, but it keeps you warm. I do have bald spots too, growing Serenity. I do a Trump comb over as I make my way south through the Eaton Center, trying to warm up a touch, guys. I've been walking all over God's creation. Started this live stream over at Riverdale Park, the best toboggan hill in the city. Cut through Regent Park and then made my way downtown. This is where the Christmas tree was, guys, and it is gone. You don't have to think about Christmas. Christmas is over. And the fountain. I'm not a big fan of... Well, I appreciate that, Cam, for the mall walks. And I noticed a lot of content creators, they'll like show malls and that. And I do. There's got to be something in the mall that will draw me in. But generally, I hate malls. I hate them. And I think the days of malls and these big department stores, I think they're... Like, I'm actually surprised that the Eaton Center still exists. It was built and opened back in 1977. And almost 50 years, the Eaton Center has still thrived, really. Shockingly so. But I don't know if I'll be around, but I'm not sure the Eaton Center will be around in 25 years. I don't think so, guys. I really don't. I really don't. I think the days of these type of malls and big department stores, I think something else will come. But look at all the people in the Apple store. Jeez, no snowstorm can keep these people away. They're getting their phones. Yeah, Sandy, like, everything's online now, and the prices are outrageous, too. Like, what's this store? Jack and Jones. I'm just going to have a quick peek, guys. Quick peek before they nail me. $60. $60 for a sweater. The same sweater I could get at, like, a secondhand store for, like, $8. If I wash it, it's almost brand new. So, you know, it's just, perhaps things will pick up, but I don't think these big malls are going to last. And across the street, as I leave this Eaton Center, the biggest mall in Toronto. Across the street there is the now vacant Hudson's Bay Company. They closed their doors in June of last year, and I see that ice coming down and somebody getting knocked in their noggin. Look at the icicles hanging from there, guys. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way, Chatty Cathy, and it's starting to snow again. So there's the iconic flagship Hudson's Bay store building here at Yonge and Queen. Sitting vacant. There's the bridge that brings you over, and you can take the underground path. If you cross the bridge, you can take the underground path. And I think the underground path does take you all the way over to the Royal York Hotel, but I want to look at the snow. And I'm not quite confident that my signal will... Are they doing construction over here? The new Ontario subway line being built here on Queen Street. I did hear the voice of some construction workers. So they are still working on it, even in this snowstorm. Yeah, those icicles. Definitely don't want to get hit in the face with one of those, Ziggy. I think that's why they put signs around the... What are they doing over here? Building the Ontario subway line here in Toronto. Yeah, Karen, I think a number of people are still waiting for plows to come by their street and clear the snow. I think they'll be in full force as soon as these flurries stop coming down. There is still a bit of flurries happening here in downtown Toronto, where I'm walking on this Thursday early evening, just outside of the old flagship store, the Hudson's Bay department store that is now vacant. It is anyone's guess. It is anyone's guess. Don't flatter yourself, sir. He's putting down salt and he thinks I'm filming him. I'm not filming you, stupid. I don't care if you throw your salt down. Throw your salt down. Because you are spicy, sir. You are spicy. Oh, thank God. They finally took down these Christmas decorations, guys. They're gone now. And they were here for the longest time. They had the revitalized Christmas decorations in these windows, brought to you by the makers of Mars Candy Canada. And the Hudson's Bay store used to have them every year. It's excuse me. Look at this asshole here. Oh, come on, move over. It's excuse me, sir. Chivalry is dead in Toronto, guys. Chivalry is dead in Toronto. Let's follow this goof to the corner of Richmond and Yonge. I'm going to go up behind him and say, come on, move over, move over. Look at him. Look at that goof. Is that the way you talk to a lady? With the mother of all gimbos. He's in a hurry, guys. He's got to get home and make dinner. What an idiot, guys. That guy's like, come on, move over. Look how much fucking sidewalk he had. Look how much sidewalk he had. He's got so much goddamn sidewalk, and he's got to come right up my butt. Bugger off, guy. Bugger off. Okay, let's get across the street, guys. I'm getting bored. This Tim Hortons here on the corner, I really like this Tim Hortons on the corner, guys. In the morning, before I go to work, I go inside and grab a coffee, and there's never a lineup. So this is my new Timmy's in the morning. I gotta get out of his way. If he told me to get out of the way, that would make sense. I'm blocking the door. The other guy had a whole sidewalk. No, Jean, I do not carry a taser. I don't think you're allowed to legally. You're not allowed to carry really any kind of weapon other than, you know, what you'd be able to use in Canada. Like, what are they called? Brass knuckles for your hand or any of that, right? You're not allowed to carry any of that. My weapon is my mouth. As I make my way south on Yonge Street, guys. Not too much traffic. I noticed there's not much traffic happening on Yonge Street anymore, though. Especially in this weather. Jeez. Nobody's clearing the snow. Nobody's clearing the snow. As I make my way over to Union Station, guys, south on Yonge. I don't carry anything, guys. I'm only allowed to carry my keys. Or I would carry something else. I would. But generally, I don't have problems in Toronto, guys. And I know there are a lot of people who are concerned for my safety at times. But generally, I don't have any problems. And I'm never... Like, if I ever feel unsure or unsafe, I always go a different way. No amount of views is worth me getting slammed to the concrete. There is the Queen streetcar making its way to Broadview. Here on the corner of Adelaide and Yonge. Yeah, exactly, Chatty Cathy, exactly. Hey, how are you? The flurries are still coming down, looking towards the financial district. Construction workers are still out. Even in this snowstorm. I'm crossing, guys. I hate waiting. It just, seriously, I could fall asleep. Can somebody do something about the timers on these lights along Yonge Street? I find they're not, maybe it's the snowstorm affecting their ability to sense traffic and pedestrians, but man, they're slow along Yonge Street today. Thank you everyone so much for joining. Thank you for letting me know, Chatty Cathy. Thank you everyone so much for joining on this first Winter Blast 2026 walk. Early Thursday evening in Toronto, Canada. Thank you so much. Very kind of you guys to share your time. And thank you so much, John and Claire, for your generosity. And everyone else, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Because time is precious, guys. Time is so precious. So if you have to go, feel free to leave. Now, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of her. Oh, thank you so much, Sean. I don't wear a microphone, guys. I figure my voice projects enough. And also, I like the sound of the city too. So I find when I've watched content creators with microphones, I find that it really blocks out a lot of the city noise. And I want you to have a real sense of what it's like walking in the city. Thank you so much, Sean. There is One King West. People who had to go to work today waiting for the streetcar here at King, the financial district. And I'm going to be making my way over to Union Station. Again, another silly light as I almost break my neck here. What are you going to do? Drive on me, stupid? Look at this idiot. Going nowhere fast. I guess he just wanted to honk his horn. Just wanted to make sure it was working. It's working, sir. It's working. And only to go 1 block. What an idiot. I'm in a hurry. I gotta get 2 seconds up the street. Looking for that ice falling. Here's another stretch of Yonge Street that has no snow. Incredible, incredible. No snow here on Yonge Street between King and Front. Great job shoveling here, guys, outside of One King West. Welcome, Rob. Yeah, I heard Ottawa's getting nailed. Thank you so much, Jeff. Take care, Jeff. Is it safe to cross? Oh, negative. Somebody was staying here? Yeah, Ottawa is so cold. Stay safe if you reside in Ottawa. Almost at my destination. I have walked all over God's creation in the city of Toronto. Love that song. Baby, give me one more. It's not too bad though. If you keep moving, you can stay warm, guys. The temperature is supposed to plummet this evening, I do believe, but if you keep moving, you'll be okay. Oh, negative. I keep catching all the red lights today, guys. Thank you so much, John. I'm standing here in downtown Toronto, the corner of Yonge and Wellington. Our first real taste of winter this January 15th in the city. Rob, you're funny. Stop, drop, and roll. You got it, Rob. Stop, drop, and roll. You know what, guys? I was going to finish this baby up over at Union Station, but you know what? I got to throw some snow, and what better place to throw snow than Birdsey Park in the St. Lawrence Market District. So let's do a left here, throw some snow, and wrap this stream up here on front. The Hockey Hall of Fame to my right. And I am going to walk over to Birdsey Park, a popular park in the Garden District. So let's go. Let's go throw some snow. I didn't want to throw any snow earlier because my gloves are not waterproof. So if I get them wet, my hands would have been cold. But now that I'm coming to an end, I don't care. Because once my stream's done, guys, I'm getting on a bus and I'm headed back home. And I'm going to get my nice PJs on. I'm going to sit back, watch some of my favorite YouTube content creators, and enjoy life. As we all should. Bad Sally. Very bad Sally. I'm going to take on that very nasty Sally. She's getting it. I'm going to throw a few snowballs at her. That's for sure. That'll shut her up. So I am making my way to Birdsey Park, guys. I'm going to throw some snow and wrap this baby up. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today, once upon a city, walking through Toronto. Thank you guys so much for joining, sharing your time. Thank you so much to all my moderators, to all of my Double Dam members, to everyone who shared their time with me today. Thank you so much. And for everyone who sent super chats, thank you so much for your generosity. It is much appreciated, guys. And they still have this fancy Christmas light here at Birdsey Park. Let's throw some snow. And there's lots of it here. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay, guys. I did take my hat off because I have been walking for almost a few hours now. So I can take my hat off. Where am I going to park this? How am I going to throw snow? Okay, guys. I'm going to park this gimbal on the top of a snow hill. Okay. I'm going to make a snowball and call it a day. Oh, mommy. You know what, guys? I hate getting down. I can get down, but I can't get back up. I need snow pants. I need snow pants. can't. Jeez. I gotta turn it upward, guys. Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. Flip it up. Come on. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining me on this first Winter Blast 2026. I got snow here, guys. Lots of snow. Let's throw a snowball at that nasty Sally. Let's get rid of her. Let's get the snow. Oh, this is great snow, guys. Look, it's like packing snow. Look at this. Let's throw it. There you go. I threw the snow. Oh, man. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining. Everyone, take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Did I miss something, guys? Oh, thank you so much, Growing Serenity. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Growing Serenity, for your generosity. Much appreciated. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining, and all of my mods for all the generosity. Thank you, guys, so much. Stay warm, stay safe, and have a great rest of the week, guys. Woohoo! Take care, everybody. Thank you so much.